Hello there, this is Ashmita from Soros's classes. In today's class, we're going to talk about different synonyms and antonyms that you might get in the competitive examinations. So let's get started. So as you can see here, it's the word which is given. And what do you understand by synonyms? Synonyms means kind of a word having a similar meaning. And what about antonym? Antonym means just the opposite of the word. So let's get to see the words. First is abundant. Abundant means like in excess you have, like plentiful. Yeah, good word they have given. In ample you have. So, and the opposite would be scarce, like very little, sparse, very little, all right. Second word is appeal. Appeal means you are like providing some sort of an appeal, and the synonym is to attract. Like good deals are being appealed to take the sponsorship of the investors. So that's an example of a sentence. So kind of attracting or taking the interest of someone. So appeal means attract or interest. And of course, boring we say that is the opposite. Elaborate means long, and yeah, the synonyms are detailed, integrate, yeah. And what about the antonym? Very simple, plain, okay. Next word is optimistic. Optimistic synonyms are bright, promising, like quite good, okay. And what about antonym? Antonym is pessimistic. Next word is boisterous. Boisterous synonyms are lively, exuberant, and antonym is like quiet or restrained. Okay, like kind of you can say something which is quite energetic and all, and restrained means not very energetic, like quite inactive. So you say lively and inactive. Okay. Next, inept. Inept synonyms are incompetent, like not having that kind of a skill to compete with the others, and unskilled. Yeah, they have already given you unskilled, and the antonym is competent. Next word is soothe. Okay, which means to ease or relieve, and the antonym is aggravate. Okay, like in excess. Linger. Linger means to stay put or remain, like the smell of a perfume is quite lingering. That's an example of a sentence. And antonym is vanish. Vital means very important. Synonyms include essential and crucial. And the opposite is unimportant. Other synonyms include abandon. Abandon means to leave, okay, or to just forsake. Next is abitur. Abitur means to accomplice. Then abnation. Abnation means denial. You're denying something. Next is abridge. Abridge means to shorten or curtail, like you're trimming the length. Abundant. Abundant means plentiful, just in the previous slide only we did. Behavior. Behavior means demeanor, okay? Next is bereft. Bereft means you're deprived, you're not having that particular thing. Bias means partiality, predilection. Okay, brutal. Brutal means savage, cruel, wicked, okay? Other synonyms include callous. Now, callous means very hard or cruel, you can say. Calm is there. Calm means like quiet, tranquil, not too much noisy. So, next is carouse. Carouse means frolic. Next word is casual, like you're going casual, like not very certain, like you're not providing that much effort to something that's casual. Next is crescendo, and crescendo means escalation. Okay. Next is crusade. Crusade synonym is camping, like you're camping somewhere. Cupidity. Cupidity means greed. Next is damage. Damage is very easy. It's loss, harm, or injury. Then you have this decorate. Decorate means you're decorating something like adorn or embellish. Deformity means kind of malformation or disfigurement. Then you have earnest. Earnest means serious or solemn. Like from your heart, you are seriously wanting something. Like your earnest wish is that your friend succeeds. That can be an example. Embargo. Embargoes like synonymous barrier. Then emergency is there. Emergency means exigency. Then you have esoteric. Esoteric means abstruse. Then you have eternal. Eternal means, of course, immortal. So that's like forever. I'm also writing it down, immortal. Next is an exceptional. Exceptional means not very usual, like kind of unique, like different from the others. That's unusual or rare, you can say. Next word is fascinate. Fascinate means quite attractive or yeah, quite charming, quite enchanting. Then we have ferocious, like fierce, angry, savage, rage. Okay, fiendish. Fiendish means cruel or wicked. Okay, bad. Genuine. Genuine means real. Genre. Genre means a category. Then gigantic. It's colossal or great. Gigantic means large, colossal or great. Okay. Guilt. Guilt means like you have committed a wrong thing and that's guilt or regret. Okay. So sin or crime. Guzzle. Guzzle means imbibe. Haughty. Haughty means you are either proud or arrogant. Okay, like having attitude. Hazardous. Hazardous means dangerous, risky, or perilous. Like harmful. Humility, like insulting. Modesty. Okay, humility. Yeah, modesty, politeness. Um, Illiterate. Illiterate means, of course, uneducated, unlearned, ignorant. Imperious. Imperious means authoritative, dictatorial. Yeah, impertinent. Impertinent means insolent, shameless. You can say impudent. Incinerate. Incinerate means to ignite. Okay. Jaded. Jaded means tired. Jolly means quite like a person who loves talking. Candid, frank, jovial, merry. Judicious, like prudent. Judicious means the best utilization, like prudent, discreet. Other words are given like knavery, which means like the synonymous fraud. Then you can say also like cheating. Okay. Next, we have laborious, like very much hardworking, assiduous, or industrious, we can say. Laconic is the next word, which means concise or precise. Then we have this word lament. Lament means to mourn, like mourning or grieving, like crying. Okay. Lethargy. Lethargy means sluggishness, like laziness. Maestro. Maestro means genius. Magnificent means splendid or grand. Next, we have marvelous, means wonderful, great. Okay, meager. Meager means very small. Multitude, the synonymous mass or assembly or gathering. So group. Okay, crowd. Nauseous. Nauseous means loathsome. Nice means pleasant or agreeable. Then we have notable, like remarkable, important, or memorable. Notorious means infamous and not good. Okay, next word that we have is obliterate. And the synonyms are destroy or efface. Then we have obsolete, like antiquated or outdated, we can say. Okay, outdated, which is not in use. Next, we have ominous. Ominous means threatening, like frightening, also you can say. Next, we have opportune. Opportune means timely. Then we have oracular. Oracular means cryptic. Paul means body. Uh, Pandemonium means chaos. Okay, like noisy, chaos. Okay. Pensive. Pensive means thoughtful. Then we have perennial means permanent, or perpetual means repetitive or permanent. Okay. Not going not going to end. Persuade means convince, induce, or urge, or convince. Next is profligate. Profligate means immoral, like not moral, not good. Next is quaint. Quaint means queer. Queer means strange. Okay. Quaint is also strange. Odd. Singular. Okay. Uh, oh, yeah, so quaint and queer both mean the same only. They have given you strange, odd. Next is questionable. Questionable means doubtful. Okay. The next word that you have is radiant, like glowing, bright, brilliant. Next is rational. Rational means logical. Next you have refined means elegant. Rejoice means happy, delight. Okay. Next is revile. Revile means abuse. Rock. Rock means mass or pile or heap. Sacred. Sacred means holy, consecrated, or pious. Then we have saturate. Saturate means to satisfy. Then we have scanty, means meager, very less. Okay. Splayed. Splayed means to spread. Okay. Synopsis. Synopsis means summary. Talkative means garrulous, like very much chit-chatting. Then we have temerity. Temerity means boldness, openness. Temperate means moderate. Then we have thankful means grateful or obliged. Next, we have the synonyms of ugly, that's repulsive, urbane, that's polite or courteous or suave. Then we have urge, means the thing to like, what should I say? Like you have that ability to ask. Okay, the urge to know something, the urge to ask something, like that press which is there inside you, the insight. Okay. Vacillate. Vacillate means waver. Venerable means respectable. Then verbatim means exactly. Vigilance, synonymous watchfulness, like quite cautious, you can say. Wealthy, yeah, of course, rich. Then wickedness means evil, cruel, everything can go. Wild, savage, notorious, okay, and things can go. Yield means to surrender, okay, give up. Next, yielding, submissive, okay. Next is zeal, that's passion. Zenith, that's on the top, summit or peak. There are other synonyms also, like coerce means pressure, constraint, push, or pressurize. Next, we have chronic, like we have heard a lot about chronic heart attacks and all. In big posters, we see it's written. So, chronic means persistent, long standing, immedicable, then incurable, okay? Next, garrulous means loquacious, that's talkative, gossipy. Like, again, I would like to say a new word, that's chit-chatting type, okay? Always talking. Effusive. Next is tilt. Tilt means lean, tip, camber, or slanting, like slanting. It's not straight, okay? It's slanting. Next, inarticulate means mute, dumb, speechless, or incoherent, all right? Next is inept, means unskilled, inexpert, amateurish, or clumsy. Next, you have indelible, means inerasable, stubborn, means too much of attitude, like sticking to something particular, not like moving, like sticking to something particular, not moving. So very much stubborn, having very much attitude, like ingrained, unfading. Okay. Triumph means win, victory, conquest, success. Okay. Next is dubious, means doubtful, uncertain, unsure, fishy, like kind of strange. Not sure. Yeah, it's written unsure, so not sure. Next is entice. That's allure, lure, attract, and entrap. Okay, entrap and attract means almost the same. Like these are synonyms. Next, we have the list of antonyms, which has acumen. It means the opposite of acumen is stupidity or ignorance. Okay, stupidity or ignorance. Abash. Abash opposite is uphold or discompose. Okay. Next is abortive. The opposite is productive, like useful, not useful. Adjunct and separated or subtracted. Yeah, adjunct means kind of addition and like including, and separated or subtracted, you know the meaning, like minus, removing. Then ascent means to, yeah, ascent and descent. Descent can also go, okay, like climbing down. This is climbing up and this is climbing down. Axiom, like opposite is blunder or absurdity. Okay, next is bleak. Opposite of bleak is bright or pleasant. Like a dark, you can say. Gloomy, you can say. Okay, I'm writing the meaning. Synonym. Barrier. The opposite of barrier is link. Assistance. Like suppose there are two countries and there's a barrier in between. So if we open this barrier, there would be a link between the two, right? So this is the link and this is the barrier. So yeah, that's the opposite. Bleak. Bleak opposite is bright or cheerful. All right. Next set of antonyms include calamity, like disaster, you can say, and then we have this fortune as the opposite. So we are still going through opposites. So don't forget that. Don't just mix up with synonyms. Okay. Comprise means consist of. So the opposite would be to reject or lacking something. Contradict. Contradict means you are rejecting. Okay. And the opposite means approve or confirm. Next we have carnal. Carnal means not holy. Okay. Not holy or not spiritual. And the opposite is spiritual. Okay. Next is clandestine. Like restricted, not very open. Okay. Clandestine. And the opposite are open and legal. Next, conceit. The other opposite is modesty. Okay. Next word is consolidate. Consolidate means like, yeah, strong, fixed, you can say. Fixed, I'm writing. Then strong also, you can say. And the opposite is weaken. Okay. Next, deceit. And the opposite is sincerity, veracity. Deceit, you can say cheating. Okay. Yeah, next, deprive. Like not having a particular thing. That's deprivation. And the opposite is to restore or renew. Okay, docile. The opposite is headstrong or obstinate. Okay, like simple, like calm. That's docile. Simple, plain, calm. Okay, next, eclipse. Eclipse, the opposite is shine, or you can again consider eclipse. Yeah, it's solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, like when all the three, like his sun, earth, and the moon comes in a straight line, that's an eclipse. Okay, endeavor. Endeavor means, okay, so eclipse, you can say there's a shadow. So I'm writing shadow, that's why the opposite is shine. So it means light. Yeah, coming back to the next one, that's endeavor. The opposite is to cease and quit, like stop. Okay. Endeavor means you're starting something, you're initiating something. All right. Yeah, next is fabricate. Like you're covering it up. The opposites are destroy or dismantle. Okay. Dismantle means and destroy means like moving it from its own position. Next is feud. Feud means like war. And the opposites are harmony or fraternity means brotherhood. Fraternity means brotherhood. Next is frivolous. Frivolous opposite is solemn or significant, means important. Of course, the opposite would be non-important or inimportant. The next set of antonyms include gracious, the opposite of which is rude, unforgiving. The next word is glory, the opposite of word which is shame or disgrace. Next is hideous, the opposite of which is attractive or alluring. The next word is impenitent, the opposite of which is repentant. Like yeah, next is infernal, the opposite of which is heavenly. The next word is immunity, the opposite of which is blame or censure. The next word is infringe, the opposite of which is comply or to conquer. Then the next word is shaded, the opposite of which is renewed or recreated. The next word is justify, the opposite of which is impute or arraign. The next word is nail, the opposite of which is reconstruction or rediscovery. The next word is linger, the opposite of which is hasten or quicken. The next word is mandatory, like absolutely you have to do it. The opposite of which is optional. The next word is molest, like abuse, and the next word is console, like the opposite is console or to soothe. Next word is nimble, then the opposite of nimble is sluggish or languid. The next word is obstruct, and the opposite of obstruct is hasten or to encourage. The next word is ominous, the opposite of which is auspicious. Like this is bad luck, you can say, and this is good luck. Auspicious, like good moment or good luck. Next word is pacify, the opposite of which is to irritate or worsen. The next word is precarious, the opposite of which is assured. The next word is restrain, the opposite of which is incite. The next word is remonstrate, the opposite of which is agree or to be loud. The next word is sacred, the opposite of which is ungodly or profane. Okay. Um, the next word is system. The opposite word is chaos or disorder. So here system is systematic actually. Next word is solicit, the opposite of which is protest or to oppose. Next is throng, the opposite of which is dispersion or sparsity. Okay. The next word is thrifty, the opposite of which is extravagant. Okay. Extravagant means too much, elaborate. Okay. And thrifty means few, sparse. Okay. Next is urchin, the opposite of which is creep or knave. Next is veteran, the opposite of which is novice or tyro. Other opposites include van. The opposite of van is bright or healthy. The opposite of vile is naivety or honor. The opposite of yearn is content or satisfy. The opposite of zeal is apathy or lethargy. It's lethargy. Next word is zest, and the opposite of zest is disgust or passive. So over here, zeal is like excitement, like energized, excitement, or energized, having energy. And on the other hand, about lethargy is like laziness, sluggishness, all those things. There are some other antonyms for this section, that is expansion, which means the action of becoming larger or more extensive, you can say, and the opposite of which is summary or abridgment or compression. The next one is scarce, and it means especially for food, for money, or for some other resources, and this means that there is insufficient for the demand, and the opposite of scarce is abundant or plentiful. The next one is escalate, and it means to make or become more intense or serious, and the opposites are plunge, shrink, or reduce. Next word is tender, which means showing gentleness, kindness, and affection. Um, and the opposites are hard-hearted, callous, rough, and unsympathetic. All right. The next word is pardon, which means to forgive. Okay, this means to forgive or to excuse a person or an error or an offense, and the antonyms are punish or blame. The next word is exception. It means a person or a thing that is excluded from a general statement or does not follow a rule, like exceptions you have done in grammar rules only. And the opposites include usual, normal, or unremarkable. The next word is agony, which means extreme physical or mental suffering. And the opposites are comfort, delight, diversion, entertainment. Next word is eminent. This means of a person who is famous and respected within a particular sphere. And the opposites are unimportant, unknown, inconspicuous. Inconspicuous. Yeah, next word is finite, which means limited in size or extent, and the opposites are limited, small, and endless. The next word is reprimand, which means a formal expression of disapproval, like you're disapproving something. And the opposites are praise, commendation, and compliment. Yeah, so that's it for today's class. We're going to continue with more such classes again in our next video sessions. So till then, if you want to prepare well under the guidance of Source's classes, then you can join our classes for the expert guidance of our teachers. And apart from that, you can get all the study materials. You will also get the recorded lectures, portal access 24/7, which is available to all the enrolled candidates according to your subject and course preparation segment. Here we will provide you with all the solved study materials of your preferable subject that you are preparing for, like for the exam. And let me tell you, here we teach for all kinds of competitive examinations and all kinds of entrance examinations. So if you are like targeting for any particular entrance examination, then we are here to help you out. And apart from that, we are going to provide you with the solutions to the previous year's question papers, unsolved papers, and sample papers also. And there would be mock tests, and you need to be serious in that, and worksheets after every session. Then crash course facilities, scholarship facilities, everything is there. So do check the description box just below this video. You will get all the details regarding our classes. Our website link is www.sorvsysclasses.com, and our phone number is also mentioned like at the beginning of the video, or you can also get in the description box below. Apart from that, if you have any problem, you can just comment below in the comment box. Yeah, so that's it for today's class. We're going to meet once again in our next classes.